Welcome back, and now it's time for Head to Head. Joining me now is former Labor Minister Graham Richardson. Richo, great to see you. Horrific story, Charlie Kirk's assassination. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, it is a pretty messy situation with what's happened. I get pretty, I suppose, frightened by this violence. I don't understand why it's got a place in politics. It never should have, but it seems to be increasingly the case.
How much is the constant demonising of right-wing figures, they're far right, they're nut jobs, they're this sort of stuff. The constant demonising of Donald Trump, which to me is disgraceful, but it doesn't come from you, but it certainly comes from many on the left, and even comes from people on the right side of politics in Australia, which baffles me completely. How much is this constant denigration responsible for what we see as the eventual outcome? Someone picks up a gun.
Well, it must be some sort of a contributive factor, you'd have to say. I'm amazed actually at what's happening in America at the moment. I know we've had violence there before, but it just seems now that the rule of the gun, it's almost like the Wild West.
Yeah, exactly. Now, I want to come closer to home. The New South Wales government has declared some prayers to be unlawful under the new Conversion Practices Ban Act, sparking alarm among Christians over religious freedoms. This ban relates to prayers that may, be related to changing or suppressing sexuality or gender, so it makes them illegal. Is this a slippery slope, Richo?
Probably, but maybe one you can't avoid. I think in our society, there are some issues you don't like to approach, you don't like to discuss, but they probably should be discussed, and this is one of them.
Prime Minister Albanese has been caught in this is pretty funny, Richard, breaking his word again. He says one thing and then he does another. Have a look at this clip.
If I'm Prime Minister, I won't go missing when the going gets tough, or pose for photos and then disappear.
Richo, you're an old hand at the media game. Would you have allowed Bob Hawke to take a selfie and then completely ignore the person he's taken the selfie with, which is exactly, by the way, what Albo criticised other people for doing?
Well, I don't think it was a matter of me what I allow Hawke to do. I don't think Hawke was my vassal, but certainly I could influence him. And, I think that's probably we need somebody doing that with Albo.
How important is it for someone like Albo to be kind of more aware? I mean, that, in your words, was not his finest moment. He goes for a selfie, can't even be bothered saying thank you or looking the guy in the eye and storming off because he's got his selfie for whatever purposes. You've said on many occasions, too many, I think, that it's not Albo's finest moment, but that certainly wasn't Albo's finest moment. Is he lacking awareness, in your opinion, of what's going on around him?
I don't think he lacks awareness. I think he probably lacks time. I think he's, time poor. He's asked to do too many things in too short a period. And at times there is a strain that develops because of that.
Does he lack the common touch, Albo?
I think, yeah. I think he's got the common touch.
You think he's got it? I don't see it.
He's
really? They were booing him. They were booing him at the footy the other night.
Oh, they boo every Polly. Yeah, come on.
They were pretty quick to boo him.
Mate, they boo a saint. That's just the Aussie way. It means nothing.
So give me examples of Albo displaying the common touch, because I certainly do not see it, Richo.
Well, I think he does it every day. And I think Albo's got a great gift for walking amongst ordinary people and being one of them. He doesn't have to try hard at that. He is.